Welcome to the Work Wives and Real Lives podcast. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ava. We're two best friends and coworkers spilling the tea on business, boundaries, and all the beautiful chaos in between.
From workday wins to real life messes, we're talking through it all.
Unfiltered, unpolished, and always putting friendship first.
Think of it as your weekly catch up with your favorite coworker turned soul sister.
So grab your coffee
or your wine
and let's get into it.
Stunning. Hey, what is up, Work Wife fam? It's Katie and Ava.
What's up?
Do we recognize Ava?
No, I'm a whole nother person. I had to send Katie a little selfie just to warn her before we came on to film. That way she wasn't startled. And she was like, my first reaction was, you thought I was in a hospital bed.
What you were wearing looked like a hospital smock, like what they put you in. Like, just from very quick glance. I know it's like probably a cute Free People sweater or something, but from very first glance, it was like a gray color. You were laying in a bed with white sheets, and I was like, oh my God, she's in the hospital. But like, your hair looks great. So
Thanks. Here I am.
I went
to the dark side, just feeling one with my soul. You know,
I love it. Go dark for winter. It's a vibe. Everyone does it, and honestly, it looks great on you. So
thank you. I had to get all the things as I was sitting in the chair getting my hair done. I was ordering all the spray tan stuff and lotions. Like, I'm way too white to have this dark of hair right now. If you see, like, ooh, do you see that?
I can't do self spray tan or self tanner stuff. It's uneven. I can't reach all the body parts. And
yes,
I don't know.
So I never show my legs. If you ever have seen the skin of my legs, congrats. You're a close friend. You're a very close friend if you've seen.
Honestly, it was years before I saw her legs.
Yeah, it's startling for everyone.
Yeah.
And so
they're very white.
They are very white. So I only tan from like the top of my abs up because that's basically the only thing people really see of me. So
yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just feeling gorgeous. Well, so
you are gorgeous.
Thanks.
And you're also, so I am checking in from the Mediterranean. We are in the French Riviera today. And Ava's not, but she's somewhere else because the weekend is not with us today, which is tragic.
Yes, very tragic. Our third podcasting host is not with us today, as I am in Denver, just being a groupie with my husband and his coworkers as they do some training out here. So I'm like, hey, might as well tag along.
Cute little vacation.
Yeah, except his flights, something happened with his work last week, and so their flights and everything got pushed to this morning, which is, we're recording Monday morning, and I got in early Sunday, so I was just bopping around, just being a girl in the city.
Did you go to a Pure Barre class?
No, but I did take a walk down memory lane and walked by the old Pure Barre corporate headquarters. And I was like, man,
cute.
Look at me now.
Look at you now. Well, this is a very special episode because not only are we both remote, I guess. It is our last episode before Thanksgiving, so we are going to take a break next week. Yes, because this weekend
next week. Holy moly!
I know, it's wild. This weekend I have my son's birthday party, and then his actual birthday on Monday, and then the next couple days later is Thanksgiving, and there's a lot going on. So
yes,
we hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving in advance. And yeah, let's talk about our weekend.
So I'll go first because mine is short, sweet, nothing burger. So I was pretty much solo all week. So all last week and weekend. So I just binge watched, which we'll talk about later. Not Real Housewives. I always mess up the name.
Secret Lives
of Mormon Wives. Yes, it is a mouthful. Watched all that, and I also watched all of Love Thy Neighbor. So good.
not into that one. But I did watch Slow Mo, I'll call it. And I watched about half of Selling Sunset. Not Selling Sunset, Selling the OC. So,
Okay.
but we'll
Right.
deep dive that later.
Yeah, that was pretty much my weekend. I got into Denver yesterday, and like I said, I just did like a walk down memory lane. Um, yeah, just felt like one with the city. And if you follow me on social media, you'll know I posted a photo of a not so gorgeous espresso martini. And if you, is there a man hovering over you?
He's standing in front of me drinking, he's pouring himself more wine.
Okay.
The wine bottle's right behind the computer.
I
So
was like,
yeah,
there's a
got very
shadow.
dark.
Yeah, it got very dark on your end. That's so funny.
Hey, you're not done packing. I still see a lot of clothes that need to be packed. Ava can block out your zipper. He's been tasked with packing while we film. So
Fun.
anyway, back to your terrible espresso martini.
Terrible. It was so frothy and a very, very light color. Now, when I drink coffee in general, my coffees are just straight gasoline, like black. I do not want any like light brown. It's dark. This was not
Hmm.
dark at all. And so I should have asked her right out the gate, like, hey, is there like any sort of creamer or any extra dairy in this? And of course I ordered two because why not?
As one does.
As one does. I was walking back to the hotel and quickly had to clench my cheeks. I was like, oh no. I was like, that's so weird. I'm like, I didn't have any dairy. It didn't even cross my mind. And then as I was going through my photos and everything, I was like, huh, this is very light, like lighter than what I visualized in person.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure there was some creamer in that, of like a little hint of it, because it wasn't enough to like have a blowout in my pants, but just enough to make me pretty ill and feel disgusting. So,
Cute. Are you better
yeah,
today?
a little bit, a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm being brave and got just straight
More
black
coffee.
coffee. So, nothing like a good little cleanse.
Cute.
Yeah. So today I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be working and then hopefully see my husband at some time.
It's nice. I love that
Yes.
for you.
Oh my
Was I
gosh.
saw Opal experience the snow. Was that her first snow? Like with you
Um,
at least?
yes, her first little sprinkle of snow. Yes, last week when we were recording, it was snowing outside in Tennessee, which was so gorgeous, so beautiful, so freaking cold though. My freaking bones aren't made for that weather at all.
No, absolutely not.
No, I'm too small and frail for that. It's it's real rough. It hits below 40 degrees outside. I can handle anything 40 above, 40 and below. Yeah, I'm unwell. But
No,
yeah,
thank you.
Opal got to get some little snowflakes on her face. I don't know if she enjoyed it. She just kind of stood
Mm-mm.
there while the snow was falling, was just like, I don't know what to think.
I saw her face and I don't think she liked it. I think she likes to bask in the sun. I think she wants to live in California and that's just it. So I don't
She
think she's a
for
fan.
sure is a California girl because
Truly.
when my husband and I are traveling, they stay at this farm. Um, that's not the original farm that we got her from, but there's a new farm that we've been boarding them at. My little boy, Hans, he loves the farm. And I know if it's a good place or not, just based upon his reactions. And so if he's excited and happy to go, that means it's a good place. If he's not excited, it's not a good place. However, Opal, she does not mind, she doesn't care for the farm. She just wants to be by someone and just chill. Although she's a heavily like working dog, she does need a task to do. And basically, our task these days on our walks is her finding sticks and then she'll hold on to that stick the whole entire walk.
That's
So
cute.
that's been her little working job these days, is
Stick
bringing sticks.
collecting.
Yeah, she's
I wish
collecting.
that could be my job. Like, I wish someone could just pay me to walk around and pick up sticks. Be like, here's my stick. Maybe like back in the cave woman and then time, that could have been my job. Stick collector for the fires.
Um, yeah, yeah. I sometimes think about that. What would my job be if I lived in like the 1700s? I for sure would not be in the kitchen. I for sure would not
Oh,
be.
I would not have a job. I would be royalty, obviously. That's the only way to live back then. Like if you're not noble
Yeah,
and your job isn't just like walking around eating and drinking all day,
yeah,
like it's not worth going back. Like
yeah,
don't send me back.
yeah. This is gonna sound really bad, but I would either be royalty or a prostitute. There's no in between.
Honestly, those are the only two options.
The only two options. I'm not
No, yeah.
sitting down on the ground making, I mean, I make bread right now, but I'm not making butter from scratch. I'm not churning the butter or whatever.
I'm
I'll,
not like emptying royal people's like dump buckets from their,
yeah,
because they had to go in a bucket. I'm not doing any of that. Like
no,
no,
no.
I can't
So,
make anything. I have no functional skills in that department. So it's like prostitute or royalty. Those would be my only two options.
right.
I don't even
Yeah,
think I'm good at the first one. So it's really just royalty is on the table, which I could easily do.
easily.
Easily.
Fun.
Well, that
Well,
sounds lovely. That was an interesting tangent.
tell me
Yeah.
about your fun, extravagant extravaganzas in the Mediterranean.
Yes.
Where, is that the sea you're in?
Today I'm in the Mediterranean. Yes. So it's been fantastic. It's been very long. I feel like we've been gone forever.
You have been.
Um, so I think the last day we talked, like when we filmed last week, we were in Dubrovnik. So after that,
Yes.
we went to Kotor, Montenegro, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, but it was super cute. It was like set back in this like mountain range, and we had to take like a mini boat to get off the big boat. Um, Really cute town. They have cats everywhere, and it's like their thing. Like they're all about the cats. They love the cats there, which
Cute.
was really cute. Except, like they feed them and they have little water things for them, and like they're like these cats are taken care of. Like they're strays, but they're like you don't
Well
feel
taken
sad
care
for
of,
them because
strays.
they're taken care of strays. But we were sitting down at this little cafe, and it's like very narrow, like in the old town, very narrow streets, like typical European old town and we're doing a wine tasting. And all of a sudden, I just keep getting this whiff of something. And I was like, oh my God, it's cat pee. Like it just
Yeah.
smells of cat pee because obviously I just go wherever. And then, like, a guy 2 tables down starts smoking a cigarette. And so I was like, the cigarette smoke I was like, I need to get out. I thought I was going to throw up.
Ugh.
So we exit that place. We went to this really cool rooftop restaurant. I was like, I know there's no cat pee up there. And we just kind of sightseed. So that was cute. I would definitely go back there for like a day trip from Croatia. There was a fortress up on top of the mountain you could hike to, but it was like an hour and a half hike each way. And
Oh.
I was wearing a cashmere sweater, which is just like not good for breathability purposes. Also, rain clouds came in. It didn't actually rain, but I didn't want to like be stuck up there and have to walk all the way down because like you have to walk. There's no option. So I would definitely go back and do that. The next day after that, we were in Corfu, Greece, which um probably wouldn't go back to. Like there's other spots in Greece I want to go to, but like we walked into the old town and there's graffiti right when you walk in that says tourists go home. So instantly I'm like, I don't think this is like I think they like us here. And of course Garrett and I took a wrong turn going to like walking to this fortress we were trying to go to. Everywhere was just a fortress or a church.
No.
And
Yeah.
there's no one anywhere. And there's another graffiti that says tourists go home. So like clearly we're in a residential area. And so immediately I tell Garrett and then like a guy drives by on a Vespa and like kind of like side eyes us. And I was like, we need to turn around. We're going the wrong way. Like we could have got to where we were going, but we would have gone off like the main tourist drag. So we turn
Oh,
around, go back. The fortress was cool. We had a
it's
nice
cool.
lunch, but other than that, I like what?
I'm like, it was cool.
It was cool, but I like probably wouldn't go back there. Um, Again, I want to go to like the Greek islands. I've been to Athens before. It was fine.
I
And
think
then
I would
after
only go
that,
to Mykonos.
yeah, like
I'm
I
sure.
want to do Mykonos, whatever the other ones are called. It looks beautiful. I want like a Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants moment where we're like, I think is
Yeah.
that the second one when they lose the pants and they all go there? So Definitely
Yes.
want to have that experience. Me, you and Kelsey, Amy, Jamie, we should all go and do
Yes.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants reenactment. Absolutely. But Corfu, like, probably wouldn't recommend it. After that, we did Valletta Malta, or maybe that was before Corfu. Who cares? Loved Malta. It was incredible. It's a really tiny island nation off of Italy.
Yeah.
And I had no idea like the amount of history that this island has. Like it was pivotal. And like
Yeah.
every major world war from like the Ottoman Empire to like everything, like because it's like the central part of like traffic of ships and stuff through that area. Super interesting. We went to the National War Museum and it was in this old force port. Across the way we could see this really old looking fort and I was like, I want to go there. Like this one's like nice, but it's like clearly like not ancient. Like the other one looked ancient, almost had like pyramid looking things. But we went on the maps and it said it was permanently closed. So I Googled the name of the fort like that I saw on maps and it's actually used for movies. So I don't know how much of what I saw across the bay was like authentic, but the Gladiator movies were filmed there. They filmed Game of Thrones there. They filmed some stuff from Troy there. Cool spot. Gyllenhaal was in town shooting a movie, but we didn't see him. Also, they were shooting Outer Banks in Dubrovnik while we were there. And, like the
Oh,
next day, I saw a thing on Instagram that Kelsey Ballerini was in town, and like her and Chase Stokes were spotted out and about in town. And I was like, didn't get to see them either.
yes. I meant to bring that up to you because that I think it was the day after
Yeah.
that we filmed when you were in that area. And then
Mm-hmm.
there was pictures of Chase and Kelsey having lunch outside in like a cafe. I was like, oh my gosh. And then it slipped my mind of telling you.
Yeah, our Uber driver, not Uber, we had a taxi driver take us from the port to the old town in Dubrovnik, and he mentioned that they were in town shooting, and they said that they don't like to pay for like closing things off, like from their budget. So they'll just be filming like the middle of people, like it's not a closed set. So he's like, yeah, like if you see them, like they're just kind of filming wherever. It's not like Game of Thrones, it was a closed set. Like they would pay all the businesses to shut down and like take all their signs down and like do all this and they got paid like I think it was $1,000 a day for every day that they were closed. But like Outer Banks, they were like, oh no, they don't care about that or like they don't have the budget or whatever. So he's like, yeah, I'll
Not
just
in
be like walking down the street telling me, and you're like, oh, there they are. Anyway, so I would 100% go back to Blood to Malta. I loved it too as an ignorant American. One of their they have two national languages. One is English, one is Maltese, I think is how you say it. So everyone spoke English. Everyone was super friendly. They are huge fans of like America and the UK, because it helps them gain their independence from Italy. So I loved Malta. I definitely want to go back there. It was beautiful. And then
cute.
after that, we went to Messina, Italy, which was in Sicily. I want to go back to Sicily, but like the hard part is that when you're on a cruise ship, there's only so many like areas you can go to that have ports that are big enough to support the ship. And so most people do like day trips to like Taormina. I'm saying that wrong too. Like that's where I wanted to go. It was where
Yeah.
White Lotus 2 was filmed. But it was like a 45-minute drive, and my husband was not about trying to do long car rides on this trip, which I get. We were there to kind of just relax. So we went and saw this really cool church. We did this kind of church tower thing and then just had lunch. So again, Messina was like cute, but it's very small. Like I wouldn't go back there on vacation, but it was like it's a good place to like access other vacation spots if you are on a cruise ship. Then we went to Naples, Italy. Um, Same thing. Was that Naples? Yes. Main draw there is Pompeii, where you can go down to Sorrento. Same thing. We didn't want to do car rides and long tours, so walked around Naples, went more churches. Story of our trip. Had a really good lunch. Oh no, Naples was interesting because there was actually like some sort of military government parade event going on, so a lot of stuff was actually closed. So the stuff we wanted to go see wasn't actually open while we were there. But it was cool seeing like all these military drills being done in the main square. And then we had this like amazing lunch. One thing I was really proud of us for is we were really good about finding like excellent restaurants in every town we went to. Like everything was so good. That was like one thing we actually did research on before. And then yesterday we were in Livorno, Italy, which is really just a port to get to. Most people went to Florence, which is hour and a half, 2 hour drive each way. We weren't about drives, or you can go to Leaning Tower of Pisa, which is only like a 25-minute drive. It's not worth it. Save your money. I don't know.
You're like,
I
been
saw it
there.
when I was little. I saw it when I was little. Garrett's never been, but he like had no desire to go. And it's like it's
It's cool to do
again, he
those
didn't want
things.
to go 25 minutes, take a picture. Like it was,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then today was our last day, full day on the ship. So we actually fly home tomorrow, but we were in Cannes, France, which is on the French Riviera. It's where the Cannes Film Festival takes place. And it's definitely a resort summer town. They are open year round. Like some of the actual French Riviera towns, like legit shut down during winter. This one stays open year round, but it was like kind of ghost towny, like it's more for warm weather. So I had a very intentional intention with my con day, and it was literally there's this row of designer stores that you go to on like the main drag, and I was like, we're going to X, we're here, 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 and then we did that, went to lunch again, and then went back on the boat. So it's been honestly so fun though. So many great cruise people. I love cruise people. They're the wildest bunch of humans
The
from all
wildest,
walks of life.
yes, but so just like, just down, you know?
Most of them are. There was this one couple on the ship. This man is a psycho. So they're older, like his wife's in a wheelchair. I don't know the reason why. This man has so much filler and Botox. Like, and you do you, but it's like Todd Chrisley, if he was a bit older and heavier, was this man. Like, it was so much, but it was like so chunky at the same time.
Yeah.
It was a vibe. And so, but what made this guy even great was his tantrums he threw. So he, we saw him in like the cruise store on the ship, and
Yeah.
he had bought some stuff. We were buying, this is like one of the first days when Garrett didn't have his luggage. We were buying him some like clothes to wear. And the guy comes back in and is like yelling that the lighter he had bought, like you have to charge it. It's not like a normal lighter that has like fluid or like whatever it's in. I don't know how you light stuff, but so he's like freaking out that he has to charge this lighter. So then he insists that all the things he bought be returned because he's so pissed at the cruise at this point that he has to charge this lighter in his room. He is throwing the biggest tantrum. I'm like, you're ridiculous. So then later, oh, this morning, I didn't really see him since then. And then this morning, we're going through security, or no, when you're coming back on the ship, you have to go through security at the port before you go on the little tender. And he like doesn't want to put his cell phone through the security like X-ray machine. And they're like trying to tell him. So he's holding up the line. I'm in the line next to him. Like, I'm like, of course it's this guy. And all the people behind him are yelling at him, like, just put your phone in. And he's like throwing his hands up. And I'm like, you're why people hate America. Okay. Like, this is why people abroad do not like Americans, people like you. But then the
Truly.
best part, we get on the boat and it's like a ferry you have to take to the ship. And he was sitting on the outdoor portion and we were kind of standing like right near him. And it's very rocky today because it's very windy. He's
Yeah.
just getting sprayed in the face constantly with
I
ocean
love
water.
it.
And his little face is like, and Garrett took a photo of him and it was iconic. Like, I need to have him
Like,
send it to
can't
you.
move and just like stuck.
I'm like, this is what you get for being just an ass the whole cruise to everyone who works here.
That's
Um,
amazing.
yeah. So it's been great though. It's been really lovely. It's been nice to have time with just my husband and I. I do miss my kids terribly, and I think we will probably never go this long without them again. But um, yeah, it's been fun.
Much
Hoping for
needed.
an
And
easy travel hey tomorrow. But yeah,
yes.
much needed.
Yes. I was thinking that today too as I was getting ready. And um, if God blesses us with children, I would love to just kind of model you and Garrett and how you take time for each other and do these trips together. And you do a ton of family trips too, but I feel like whether once a year or twice a year, you both make it a point to do something just you and him, which is really cool. So I
I
love
always
it.
tell couples that when like they're like, "Oh my God, like we haven't been on vacation alone since before we had kids." And I'm like, "Why? Like your kids don't need to go on every vacation." Like and for us, like we definitely would rather spend money on travel. Like that's our biggest singular expense every year is travel. Besides like our, mortgage and stuff. But I'm like you those moments, even if it's just like a one night away thing, like a staycation somewhere, like start small if you're not comfortable taking longer trips or you don't have the ability to because of childcare or whatever it may be. But I think it's so important to like have vacations without your kids, whether it's with friends, but mostly just like with your partner. I think that's one reason Garrett and I have such a strong like relationship is because we are able to like, especially, and of course it's always like when things are starting to get hectic and crazy, we want to like rip our heads out off. It's like, oh, we have a vacation planned, just me and him, and then it's like a really nice time to just like disconnect. Like yesterday, we didn't get off the boat because it was we don't want to do anything on shore. And he slept like half the day. And just like having that time, I did some work. I got to go to the spa and just sit in like the hot tub and stuff. Just even having like that alone time to like disconnect and do whatever we wanted to do without like the pressure of
Yeah,
like, okay, you watch the kids so I can go take a nap or like whatever. Like it's just been really, really nice. So I recommend it.
that's awesome. Just a little recharge, reconnect.
Absolutely.
So good. Well, who is giving main character energy is your friend on board.
Oh yeah,
Getting,
we didn't even say what we were talking about today. We're talking about main character energy.
yes, we're talking about main character energy.
And yes,
Uh,
that man was giving main character. He was the main character of his own life, of everyone else's life, of the cruise. He was definitely giving main character energy, but not in a good way.
Not in the good way. And we're going to talk about how to have it without losing your mind like he did.
Well, let's talk about another person who has main character energy for our dramatic reading of the day.
Uh, yes. And so this is someone who's not part of the studio, but is intrigued and wants to be. And I have our communication platform set up so anyone within our system who's not an active current member and it's their birthday, they'll receive an automatic email and text message with a special offer towards our memberships. And so this person received a automated message on her birthday and she replies, "Hi, can you help me sign up?" Or am I playing? Who am I playing? We haven't done this
You're
in a while.
playing yourself.
Okay. Then I
Okay,
will
I'll
read.
read hers.
Yes, you read her and then I'll be me.
You beat you. And again, no like no proper punctuation, no emojis, no like, and I
And
get
we
this
all
is
know
how
that's our biggest
people,
pet.
this is our biggest pet peeve. And like, we get that other people in the world aren't like us. And like, just because they lack that doesn't mean that they're angry or lacking emotion, but like, that's what we read into it, obviously. So
It's getting aggressive.
it's gonna be aggressive.
Yes.
Hi, can you help me sign up? I don't want to do 3 months. I want to do month by month.
And I say, "Hi, we're super excited to have you part of our community. We can definitely help you get set up on a month-to-month option. I do want to let you know that the discounts don't apply towards the month-to-month memberships. Are you wanting to get set up on our unlimited 8 classes or 4 classes a month membership?"
She replies with unlimited. Use the discount. Like,
I say, "The discounts are only for the 3-month minimum commitment memberships. Our month-to-month membership options do not have the ability for discounts. We do have early access to our Black Friday membership offers, which are the 3-month minimum commitments that go month to month after the 3 months. The unlimited is $10 off every month with the $60 initiation fee." I just give her the whole rundown of what the Black Friday offer is and then just let her know or let me know what works best with her.
she responds with, I have birthday discounts.
And I respond, "Yes," which is for the 3-month minimum commitment membership that will go month to month after the 3 months. The birthday discount is 20% off the first month unlimited. If you'd like to use that discount over the Black Friday, which is 40% off the first month, you can use the link here, use code birthday.
So it must be 3 months, right? I assume she meant to say must, but
Yes. And again, no punctuation, just "So it must be 3 months." I'm like, how many more times can I say this? So I tell this person, "Yes, all discounts on memberships are only for the 3-month minimum commitments. If you would like to do the unlimited month-to-month option, it's," and I give her the price plus the initiation fee. "Let me know if you have any other questions."
so she says, so the discount will be 209 plus 60, which is not a discount.
It's yeah, it's not the discount. That's like the exact pricing of what I had told her the month to month is. And she's thinking in her head that this is a discount. But you know what? Hey, sure, it's a
Hey,
discount. I don't
sure,
know.
sure.
Sure, whatever you want to think. So I wrote, "To clarify, there are no discounts available for month to month memberships. If you choose the unlimited month to month, $209 a month plus a $60 initiation fee with no discounts applied. If you'd like to use your birthday 20% off or any discount, it must be on the 3-month minimum unlimited membership, which is also $209 a month, but the initiation fee is waived and you get 20% off your first month. So it's your choice, month to month, unlimited, with $209 plus $60 initiation fee, no discounts, or 3-month minimum, unlimited, $209, initiation fee waived, 20% off your first month.
So this is when she starts to grow on me because I get some proper punctuation and I get an emoji.
There is an
She goes,
emoji.
yeah. Oh, okay. I will think about it. Thank you so much. Smiley face emoji. And the Black Friday discount is 209, 40% off, but most be 3 months, right? Like the amount of times she asked if it was a 3 month, like I feel like she was just trying to get us to like say, oh no, we'll just let you do month to month at this point. Like,
And I feel as though when people either she truly does not understand, and then I start questioning, looking back at what I've previously said. I'm like, no, there's no way I said anything that's confusing. I said it's this or
yeah,
this.
right.
And so I respond back to her just saying, yes, the Black Friday discount is 40% off the first month unlimited. Again, it's a 3-month minimum commitment and continues month to month, because I keep saying this because we've been in this for too long for people that come back saying, I was never told X, Y, and Z that it would continue. I'm like, well, here's a bunch of screenshots of me saying it
Yeah.
multiple times. Okay.
Yeah.
And it continues on a month-to-month basis. Heads up, the Black Friday offer does end on November 30th. Let me know if you have any other questions. But at the same time, please don't.
Please just pick something. No more questions
But
are
I'm
being accepted.
no more questions are being accepted. But yes, I feel like I was trying to balance between being bold but also kind without saying per my last message, per this last message.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's,
Back and forth.
we
Trying not
hope
to
she
lose my mind.
signs up and we hope she's a great member, but it's like
It's
the
worrisome.
it's what feels like haggling to me with a small business is something like it's just really challenging because like maybe they think because Pure Barre is a international brand name that we're a big corporation, but like we really are, as a franchise, we just pay for the brand name and like training materials and other support, but like the day to day, like the actual brick and mortar business that you see is run by a small business owner. And so I'm
Yeah.
responsible for all the rent, all the overhead, all of the everything. And so like to constantly have to feel like I'm getting like haggled or people asking me to price match or like whatever it is, like this isn't like Walmart. Like this isn't 24-hour fitness. Like no knock on big box gyms, but like we are a boutique fitness studio, and probably every boutique fitness studio you come across is a small business. There's very few that are like, I can't even think of one that's like nationally owned by some big corporation. But yeah, it's just that's when I was just like, come on, Dilly, just pay or don't. That's fine too. But just like stop trying to get
Yeah.
us to like discount something for you. Like not everything has to be a deal all the time, you know?
No. No. And it blows my mind how many people do try to uh they want to price match, they want a prorated this, they want an additional discount on top of something that's already discounted. And it's like, we're just a small business here. We get like pennies at that point.
We
And
had
pennies
one
don't even
sale.
pay any.
Yeah, we had one sale, and I think we were doing like 60% off. It was like an anniversary sale or a Black Friday sale or something for retail. And someone tried, like, and this happened multiple times where people try to use, like, they'll stack up
Yes.
like their birthday coupons or other coupons they got. And someone tried to use another 20% off on top of the 60. First of all, if I'm selling something at 60%, I'm already selling it at a loss because our markup, like, my margin is 50% essentially. And that doesn't even include transaction fees, franchise fees that get taken out from that profit. It doesn't include shipping all the product, but just like whatever you typically see in general, if something is marked at $20, I paid $10 for it. I'm just going to be frank about what it is. So if I'm
Yeah.
selling it at $60 or 60% off, I'm already selling it at a loss on my books. Now you want
It's basically,
another 20% off on top of that. So you want something for 80% off. Like that's basically free. Give me a little something. Like give me something.
yeah. And
So
and I'm gonna be honest too, like if I weren't in this position and seeing everything on the back end, I too probably wouldn't understand. But at the same time, when I see something already on sale for like 60% or 70%, I'm not trying to also ask them, like, hey, I also received a 20% off gift certificate. Can I apply it to this? I'm like, so you want 90% off? Like, no,
no,
no. So you basically want this for free? No,
it's
no.
yeah. So I mean, like basically, so yeah, my markup's like 50%, I guess, or 100%. I don't know what
Yeah.
like it, typically the MSRP is double what I paid for it. But then on top of that, I get 12% taken off every purchase that's made for it's an
Mhm.
average of 12%. It varies on the credit card processor, but that's total of the franchise fees, and the transaction and like bank fees. So immediately 12% loss. So now I'm really only getting 38% on top of that. So now I'm selling something at 60%. That's it's just like plus that 60%, I still get the fees taken off. So it's I think when like you can't come to someone when they're trying to do that and be like, well, let me explain to you how much I actually make on this. You're just say no, like sorry. But I think if people
Yeah.
really sat down and thought of like this is actually what the business of a small business looks like. And
Uh-huh.
I literally hate selling retail in the studios because it we make zero by the time we put in the discounts, the shipping, the stale product that sits. I wish I want to rip out the retail and just put in like a really cute coffee bar or something. Like that's my dream. Um,
That's the
I
goal.
I hate selling it. I hate it. It's just the worst. It's not the core of our business. The core of our business is the
No,
technique. It's bar classes.
the
Retail is
workout. Just a little
a
added
drain.
sprinkle. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
And
a drain.
early on in boutique fitness too, I feel like it was really you like going to the studios to purchase retail was more common, but there's so many brands now and everyone's utilizing Amazon or there's just small little brands popping up everywhere where nothing is really unique anymore to the specific studio. So like what we sell, someone could get somewhere else, which is frustrating. And so yeah,
Yeah,
my personal manager hat goal is for retail to just be all gone. We just have a whole wall of sticky socks and a cute little coffee bar where we can actually make money off of.
yeah, that's my goal too. I would love to get there one
Yeah,
day. It just with
we will.
the advent or like the increase in e-commerce, it's just like I don't blame people. Like I very rarely walk into stores either and buy stuff.
Yeah.
I order everything online, but it, we have that space and so like you want to fill it and sometimes things
Right.
sell, but most of the time it doesn't. And then we are putting it on 60% off racks twice a year. And then it's just like cool, just make no
Yes.
money
And
on this.
then, yeah. And if people have been around long enough in that studio or in those spaces, they start to get like an idea in their head, like, oh, well, they're going to have a discount during this time. There's going to be a discount during that time. So we'll just wait until it goes on sale. And that to
Yeah.
us, appreciate that you're buying that retail then. But at the same time, it's like a double middle finger to the owner of
Yeah.
yeah. Like, thank you for supporting and buying the things and getting it off our floor. But the whole rest of the year of it just sitting there, I, yeah, anytime I'm in town, I'm just like ripping everything off the walls. Like, we're rearranging everything. And then I get pissed off seeing all the retail and mainly more pissed off at me because there's some fugly ass things that I bought for the studio. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
So
There is a
I
really
had
cute set.
no,
The
I
floral
had
set is
told
so cute
her
to see you try it on.
which one?
The floral one.
The brown and pink one?
It's so cute on. It's one, I think it was
Yes,
either
it's cute. It's so
Megan tried
cute.
it
Buy
on
it.
and it was so cute on. I have not bought it, but I feel obligated to buy all of them at the studio.
Honestly, I almost fired Ava when I saw that on the floor. Like, I had told her specifically, you are not allowed to buy any more florals or prints. People just want solid neutrals or some like Pure Barre branded stuff. Like, let's stick to that. I show up
Yes.
to teach
And
one
it's so
day. No, I show up to teach and I look and I literally said, I think Brianna and Megan were standing there. And I was like, what the fuck
yeah.
is that doing here? Who bought that? And Megan's like,
Their faces were probably like, oh my gosh.
I was like,
Not.
that is the fuggliest thing I've ever seen. How did that end up here? And I sent a photo to Ava. I was so mad. I was like, you bought this?
Yes, but like also backstory too. This isn't the first time, so Katie's reaction is very much warranted. There's
That
another
was
one where it was
terrible.
like metallic, sparkly. I will say, um, I think two teachers bought it, and they're two teachers that are like well known in the Pure Barre universe. And so when they were wearing that, people on the Facebook group chats and everything were asking, like, oh my gosh, where'd you get that? It's so cute. So there is something for everyone. And that was my mindset going into them. Like, okay, I wouldn't wear this, but someone will wear it. I was wrong.
Not anyone in our studios.
Oh, anyone in
I
ours.
literally the only way we sold those was posting them online, and other teachers from other studios bought it because it was like Pure Barre branded,
Yeah.
but it was like this. And I told her before, I was like, no, I don't think we should buy this. She's like, no, I think like it's so cute. And so now anytime Ava buys something that's fugly and is sitting on the floor, I'm like, now you have to buy it. How about that? Like, if you think it's that cute, you can buy it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So she
now
might be
I
going
don't
home with the floral brown set when she comes
I
out in a couple
almost did
weeks.
the last time I was in town. And I even told Megan that as looking at it as I was rearranging everything with her. I was like, I feel like I need to buy this. I'm like, and as a friend, I cannot use my employee discount.
You can
I
use your
have
employee
to buy it
discount.
at full cost now
You can wait for it to be on sale for 60% off in a couple
for
weeks. It did look cute on
60%.
Megan. I saw. I think it looks. The cut is good. I just think personally the pattern's a lot for most people. There are some people that I'm sure like it.
Yeah.
It's just a lot.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that one to walk in and you know what? I'm just putting it out there. Black Friday, people are going to buy it. Maybe we pin this and tag our studios on social media as like a plea and a please buy this.
Please, someone buy
Buy
it.
this
Save Ava's
floral
job.
set. Please save my job. If you want to continue having fun events and all these things at the studio, please
Buy the
buy
set.
this. Please
Truly.
help me do my job, people.
I love it. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Well,
And that's
whoever buys it, yeah, whoever
yeah,
buys it's going to have main character energy. That was going to be my segue.
that's what I was gonna say exactly. They're gonna be walking around town looking hot as heck just in that floral set. But yeah, let's talk about
I
main
just want to
character.
say, so for those that don't know, we have like an outline of each episode, which with time markers saying how long each section should be. We
Oh
are
yeah,
supposed to
this time
be at 10 minutes in, and we're like
yeah,
50 minutes in.
we have a lot to share, a lot to say. And I was chatting with my friend Kylie last night on FaceTime. Hi Kylie, what's up? You better be watching this.
Better.
She tends to watch every episode, but she does enjoy our weekend catch ups and little chit chats and tangents. She's like, it's like I'm listening and chatting and catching up with my gals.
Aw,
So yeah,
love it.
but
All right, well, let's go into our main topic because girl needs to get to dinner soon. Um, So what we're talking about today is like creating that main character energy and like how to accomplish that, how to create that confidence and position yourself as a leader, as someone who has confidence, who's someone that just like exudes this energy that people want to be around and like learn from and grow from and thrive from. But how to do that without burning yourself out or feeling like you're spending so much time doing that. It's like a separate job. So yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about.
yeah, I
Anything
feel
you want to
like
add?
you exude this so well. And
No.
anyone that meets you or comes and cross paths with you will say the same thing too. Like your just like boss energy is well, to me, it's inspiring. And I feel like I try to tell you this all the time, but I end up crying when I tell you because I'm just so blessed and happy and thankful. Um, please don't fire me. Um, yeah, please don't fire me because of my taste in
I
purchases.
won't.
But no, the energy you exude is contagious and something that for myself watching you, I try to embody too. But then you and I are just so different that for me,
Yeah.
it doesn't come off the way it just naturally happens for you, where I feel like as though I'm just like imposter syndrome to the max. And I feel like we had an episode on that too. Because I see so many just kick ass women around me. I've had one, no, I had two male bosses. One I will not ever talk about or get into, but another one came from a military background. And one thing I did learn from him was he just exude main character energy because that's just his training, his background with being in the military was just there's no excuse. No excuse in why you're late, no excuse into why you didn't sell something. There's no excuse into why you forgot X, Y, and Z. You just own up to whatever it is and you just say, no excuse. Next time I'll do this.
Yeah.
And that's kind of really crazy. But that's something I learned too, and just taking ownership in things. But then I feel like I took that too far where I just take the blame for everything in the
Yeah.
studio. Like, we're not doing well in something. I'm like, no excuse. This is my fault. I'm not doing this for the staff. I'm not doing that for this specific area. Um, but something I really admire about you, Katie, is that even in those like rough seasons or seasons we're not doing so well in just like a specific area, you're really good at looking at big picture. So
Yeah.
that's what I try to do. I try to embody is not being so hyper focused on one specific area and just look overall at things.
Yeah, I think and it's interesting that you mentioned that one person being in the military because I'm very much in my dad in this way, like we're very similar. And I wonder if he's like this because his dad was like a career military man, was like he grew up on Marine bases his entire life. And then, my
Hmm.
grandpa ended up like he lived in 29 Palms, which is a Marine town. Like there's you don't otherwise really typically live in 29 Palms. Um
Unless you're Cody. Unless you're
unless you're
Cody,
Cody.
his family.
Unless you're Cody. We love you, Cody.
We love you,
Um,
Cody. I don't think he listens, but
he
we
for
love
sure
his
does
wife.
not listen. We love Jamie.
We love Jamie.
Um, so no, that's interesting. I wonder if that's a part of it. I'm very much the same. I'm like, no nonsense. I'm like, and even
Mhm.
like beyond business, like even just like stuff with like social circles or like at my kids' school, like I'm just like I show up, I drop my kids off, I say hi, I just like I am very intentional about like who I give my time to. I don't care
Right.
about the BS and like whatever else is going on. I don't focus on like the small things. Like if I mess up at work, like I find it irritating with myself, but like I think of the bigger picture, like, okay, this one thing, like isn't actually that material. And I still fall into the trap sometimes. Like it definitely happens where I'm like, I beat myself up because I am on the big level like a perfectionist. But I think one reason I'm able to like push out so much work and like work on 5,000 things at a time is because I don't really worry about 100% perfection. I worry about things being like presentable enough or like good enough. Or, you know what, we had a bad month at the studios. Okay, that's 1 month out of a whole year, out of a whole 10 plus years we're going to be in business, maybe more. So really those little dips aren't material. And I think when I was coming up in my career, I definitely had imposter syndrome because I moved up really quickly. One thing there's a book I read, and I want to say it's called The Confidence Code or no, The Gutsy Girl's Guide to something or something like that. But it was written by a former editor in chief at it was either like Glamour or Cosmo or one of those like types of magazines. But it was same thing of, like, how she, like, had you have to have guts when you're younger in your career and coming up, and you have to take chances, and you have to take risks. You have to fake confidence without being arrogant until you make it. And so I think that was really a helpful book for me to read when I was in my early 20s is because it helped me kind of create this sense of like, you know what? I am good at what I do. I may not know everything, but I'm going to not pretend like I know everything. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to be humble when I need to. But now I'm at a place where I'm just like, whether it's at work or whether it's at, I'm just kind of like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm here to do my job and crush it. And I'm here to drop off my kids. I don't care about the drama that's going on at school. Like, do I enjoy hearing about it? Sure. But I don't want to be like involved in it. Like, if someone doesn't like me, I'm like, okay, cool, moving on. Like, great. And so I think and I think another thing personally I do that's really helped me feel more confident in my day-to-day lately, probably over, like, the last year coming out of COVID, is I make sure, even if it's on a weekend now, I do a light thing of makeup every single day at minimum. I'm getting dressed every day, I'm doing my hair every day. Like, that makes me feel more confident, even if
Yes.
I'm literally just gonna be at the house. Like, I'll put on just a base layer of makeup, I'll do my hair. Every now and then, I'll have, like, a full rot day where I'm in pajamas all day, hair in a bun, and, like, whatever, and those are fine too. But just showing up to, like, even, like, the 6 a.m. classes or when I'm teaching now, like, I used to teach and just look like a haggard mess, and now it's like, I wanna look put together because it makes me feel more confident, and when I feel more confident, I'm gonna deliver a better class, or I'm gonna deliver the best version of myself at home, or I'm gonna deliver the best version of myself at my day job. And so for me, that's been one thing that's really helped me find more confidence is just like taking care of myself. Like I've been on like a weight loss journey where I lost like 50 pounds and then now I'm feeling more comfortable about like making myself look presentable every day. And so all of those things compound into like maybe it doesn't have to be exactly that for you, but like find something that makes you feel more confident every day and run with that. Because if you feel more confident, you're going to exude that main character energy. You're gonna be someone that people like, "Oh, she looks like she knows what's going on," or "She has it together," or, like, "How does she have that?" And
Mhm.
I don't know. That's what's worked for me.
I'm so happy you said that because that's something I started doing too is I mean, my full-time job is Pure Barre, and so I teach classes, and then I work from home with managing the studios, and when you work from home, there's sometimes, like, not an urge to get ready or look a specific way, and so I've made a point where I'm like, "I'm gonna continue just" like you said, put on a light layer of makeup, and, I mean, I don't wear that much makeup any longer, but even if it's just like a tinted sunscreen and just like a little dip of concealer, um, and just like my little lip stain and some blush, it makes me feel a little bit more put together. Same, I used to teach looking so haggard and like probably unwell. And when I would put on like a light little bit of makeup, like, oh, you look so nice today. I'm like, oh, yeah, I look like an actual human being. I don't look like I'm on my deathbed. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it does make a huge difference, and so I started doing that too on the days where I'm not teaching and I'm just working from home, is I still keep up with that routine of I don't do much with my hair, and so even though it'll be up in a claw clip, I'm still putting on some light makeup to feel somewhat of a human being and not like a little troll just behind my freaking computer all day.
You're putting, like, on a cute, like, athleisure set, like, you're not just sitting in your pajamas and,
Yes.
like, like, it's and again, it
No,
doesn't
and
have
it's
to be about the aesthetic, it could be, like, something else mentally that aligns you, but
yes.
that's, I think, whatever makes you feel aligned and, like, motivated to show up and be the best version of yourself, I think is what creates that.
100%. But I will say there are days where I'm in sweats, baggy sweatshirt, and I look disgusting. But
That's fine. That's fine.
yeah. Also, I've
We're
made
here
it a
for
point of going to coffee shops and working from there and just finding different scenery. Um, and that helps me stay a little bit more focused because when I am home and the dogs are there, and then if my husband's home, that's like a huge distraction. And I feel like I'm going in and out of talking to them and then doing my work, where when I'm just at a specific spot where it's not my living space, I can just be there, focus, get things done, and then, yeah, enjoy the rest of my day. Yeah, I think that was something that was an adjustment for me in going to my current job. So we're 5 days in office, where my last job was they were 3-2 with two being hybrid. They try to go to 4-1. I mean, I know they're just trying to do they're doing it, but I think personally they stayed hybrid for far too long. Because they're it's hard for people to come back, and it was hard for me to come back. So I fell into the trap of like working from home more often than not because like no one else was coming in, so I didn't want to come in even though we're supposed to be in, and it's just easier to stay home. But like my husband works from home full time. We've got the dogs. They've got one dog now. We've got whatever it is, just deliveries coming. Dog starts barking. I'm on a call, and like I probably wasn't bringing the best version of myself. I was not getting fully ready because I would use like the touch up my appearance filter on Microsoft Teams and like to look good enough. And so when I had to start going in 5 days a week at my current job, like, a lot of people in my former company were like, "Ooh, like, how's that going? Like, are you sure you're gonna be able to do that?" And I was like, "You know what?" I went out and I bought a whole set of, like, cute work clothes because during COVID, I had gotten rid of all of my work clothes at my last job, and then I had lost a ton of weight, and so I didn't have anything that fit me, so I was like I used it as an excuse to go shopping, and I got stuff that I felt cute in and confident in, and I don't mind showing up every day because I wanna, like I don't know, like, I just it makes me feel more productive and
Motivating.
worthwhile personally, yeah, by, like, showing up to work every day, and I think that that's something in the corporate world. I think a lot of companies are starting to revert back to full in-office policies, and I think there was an overcorrection in COVID. Like, of course, we needed a social distance for a while, but I think people let it linger for too long in some circumstances where this company, from my understanding, like, obviously they were full remote for some time, but then it was like back in office full time, where a lot of companies try to do this, like, now come in 2 days, now come in 3 days, now come in 4 days. And now they're trying to get people in more. And I think that's like a much harder adjustment for people to make. But I will say for me, there's definitely a value from working from home. Like I'm able to like put loads of laundry in between meetings and stuff, and, like, some of that's nice too, but I think I produce much better and a higher volume quality of work when I'm in office, plus I, like, make myself, like, look cute every day, and, like, I do my hair every day, I do my makeup every day, like, I don't have to I'm not, like I'm priming myself to, like, be confident every day when I show up to work, and so I think that that's really helped me as well.
I love that.
Um
To bouncing off of what you just said is I'm excited about being out here in Denver for just a few days because I have nothing to do during the days other than just post up at a coffee shop or a cafe in the area and get work done until my husband's back from his job. So I'm
Yeah.
excited about that. But something that we kind of touched on was like the difference between being the main character energy and performing as one and just owning your own narrative without turning your day to day into a performance review. And I think I've touched on this before in another episode of just like the imposter syndrome, like I said, but kind of I went through a program last year where um, it kind of exposed a lot of just things that I do in relationships, in work, and just everyday life. And a big part of it was like pride, selfishness, but like performance. Because if there was chaos in my family when I was younger, in order for me to get attention, I thought I needed to perform and exceed at something that I was doing. And that time when I was young, it was dance. And so I would over just work myself in that art, in that sport, in school to just get recognized by my family. And I feel like that would kind of lessen tension in the family if I was doing well. And that has kind of led into my adult life of like overperforming, overdoing it in work, which I mean, it's great in some aspects, but at the same time, it's just me putting on a performance every day. And so I've tried in the last few months to take a step back and be more something I've learned from Katie too is however you are, if you're like a manager or if you're an owner or whatever you are in your company and you have people underneath you, how you perform, how you manage is how people underneath you are going to continue to go into their day to day, into their future work lives. And so that's something I want to break is like how you're saying on vacations, you would constantly work. And so um,
I kind of saw that too as a way of, okay, I need to be working too. Like there's never time off. Or it's a tricky thing with being friends and Katie being the owner of the business that I manage. And if we're on a vacation together, of like who's going to do the things, but now we have built a team where there's going to be people that can do the things. So, yeah, that was a big rant of me talking
No,
about
I love that.
performance and review, but I feel like I'm finally getting slowly to a point where I don't feel like I need to perform every day in order for me mentally thinking I need to keep my job. For now, my performance base is more like I want to break the cycle for someone that's underneath me, like our operational manager. When she moves forward, I mean, she's not allowed to leave if she's listening to this, but if she moves forward in her future endeavors and careers, I don't want whatever I was embodying as an example as a leader to feed into her future jobs and how she performs as a leader. So that's how I'm
Yeah.
trying to look at it and find ways to coach her better and also have her just kind of take the reins and help with coaching others.
Yeah, I think there's an aspect when you're earlier on and you like lack confidence where it is going to be performative to an extent. Like what I kind of said is like fake it till you make it. But there's a very fine line in that of being overly performative where it's insincere and like people clearly know you aren't confident or you don't know what you're talking about or whatever it is. It's a very fine
Mhm.
line of like the confidence can be in that scenario is having the confidence to ask questions, to reach out to others for help. Like there is confidence and power in that. Whereas if you're fully just trying to like put on this persona of I know everything, I'm this confident person, but you really don't have the knowledge or the experience to back it up, that's where I think
Yeah.
that danger lies in becoming overly performative. Or if you're just doing it to, in your case, like as a child, like trying to get attention or like whatever it is, there's other ways as an adult. Obviously, being a child in that situation is very different. But as an adult, there's other ways to get attention from people. Like if you're trying to get attention from superiors at work or whatever it is, do the work and show it to them. Like,
Mm.
if you don't raise your hand for stuff, or if you want attention but you're not actually putting out good work products, like of course they're not giving you attention, right? So grind, hustle, do the work and build that experience and confidence, and eventually that will exude out to others and it will be noticeable. So yeah.
Okay. Love, love, love.
Love, love, love. Any final thoughts on this topic from you, my dear?
No, but I do want to apologize for the main character energy that I was bringing very early on into being like lead teacher, into
Oh,
a sales manager, into my roles now. But I feel like I very much always all the time either overstepped or um
oh,
gave off energy as like prideful because I had been part of the studio for so long, but
yeah.
I wasn't seeing full picture. And so,
You don't need to
yeah.
apologize. If I was mad about it, I would not be friends with you.
No,
But
but
yeah,
for
we
my
definitely
own,
had our little blow ups in between there, but
yeah,
we worked through it and that's growth,
yes,
babe? That's growth.
exactly. Like I said, it was me just being prideful because I was kind of, I think I was just performing for you in a sense because it's just my own mental state of thinking if
Yeah.
I'm not over performing or doing everything in one day, then I'm going to be let go or I'm going to be fired, even though I've never been let go or fired from a job before. But it's just something I know I'm not the only one that deals with this, but um, I think I put a little bit too much into my job as far as identity. And for
I mean,
that,
I'm sure a
well,
part of it was you had been there since the studio opened and you're very passionate and take a lot of pride in your work. And I don't think that's a bad thing. So I'm sure there was an
yeah,
aspect of like, okay, this girl's coming in and trying to change things and tell me what to do. Well, I've been here forever. Like, what is she now? So, like, I don't think that's unusual. I think that's something a lot of people
yeah,
probably face. So it's all good. It's all good in the hood.
it's all good in the hood. Love it. Love you. My
Love you.
main character.
You're a main character too.
I try. It may look like it,
I
but
just did the YMCA for some reason. My arms. I don't know why.
oh,
They are
look
main
at that.
character energy. Like, can you imagine showing up in like their little costumes and just like whipping out the YMCA?
Right?
Anyway, let's go to our reality recap. I am going to footnote this with Peacock did not work on the ship for me because of US streaming regulations. So I have not watched Salt Lake City, but I did. Disney worked and Netflix worked. So I have watched all of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and I watched about
So
half of Selling the OC, which I don't think you have. So we'll skip that and just talk
yeah.
about Mormon Wives.
Okay, Mormon Wives and tied
No.
into Dancing with the Stars because it all connects. Is I everyone needs to watch the full season before making judgments or not voting for Whitney. We still need to vote for Whitney, okay?
Yeah, I will
Because
say
it
halfway through when she
comes
came
off.
back on and was, yeah, sorry, you're breaking up. So I think, can you hear me still?
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you had stopped talking. Sorry. Uh, cruise Wi-Fi
No, you're
people.
good.
It's glitchy. Um, but like halfway through the season, so she comes back on, and basically says that the only reason she came back is so she could try out for Dancing with the Stars. And I was like, ooh, not like the best timing for this to come out. But she definitely
No,
redeems herself
but
the second half of the season.
I will for sure do that too. Like my
But
dream
like you can't
show. And
fault her, right?
no, she's
It's a
honest.
it's a business, and at least she was honest about it instead of trying to like fake friendships to,
Right.
get on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. So, and I feel like her true self came out towards the last two episodes. And so, I highly encourage people to watch the full thing before making any further judgments because we still want Whitney to win. Although I
Yep.
think, we'll talk about Dancing with the Stars in a second, but a little bit more on Secret Lives. I am not a fan of Demi anymore. I was season one.
I know, me
Season
too.
2, you're making it hard for me to be a fan, and then the end of season 2 going into season 3, I'm like, "Ugh, nope, sorry."
No, yeah, she did not come across well at all. First of all, I would like to talk about the fact that Marciano is not even cute. So the fact that these
Oh
two
my god,
girls, he is not attractive in the slightest, and he's just slimy and gross. Like, why was he given so much
he
screen time? Why does Jesse have an
right,
emotional whatever affair with him? Why does Demi had whatever she had with him in the villa? Like, you guys are gorgeous women. If you want to cheat on
gorgeous.
your husbands, you probably have plenty of other options. And this is the guy you chose. Like, he's so
I
gross.
will say he recently, this week, I think, posted on social media. It somehow popped up. I don't follow him at all, but it popped up on my, like, reels or whatever of him in the gym, and he's, like, in quotes, I don't know what they called him, like, a fat or greasy man or something, and he's in the gym, and he takes off his shirt, and he has a nice body. He has, like, a full
No,
six pack and
he's very fit.
whatever, but, yeah, it's I don't I don't
You
agree
can be
with
fit and not hot. You can have a nice set of abs and you can still not be hot.
yeah.
So I'm sorry. He was gross. I
First
don't
of
I
all,
don't love how much screen time he was given. Like, stop bringing him back on. Like, stop. We had too many
way too much screen
things with him.
time. Um, I love Jessie despite her affair and all that. I love that she was honest, that she was real, and just kind of owned up to it. But there's no hiding it because I think my friend Kelsey was saying that there's photos of them.
Yeah, people have photos with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was really sad seeing
So sad.
all the issues that they had with Jordan, like with how he spoke to her for years, like
Oh,
leading up to that,
yes.
because they seemed so perfect for like the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
But I think it was good. I'm a little nervous because they just listed their house for sale and she took his last name off of her Instagram bio. So I don't know. I'm
Uh-oh.
guessing, besides selling the house, I'm guessing the Instagram stuff was just like, I'm hoping it was just a PR ploy for the show because he recently posted the other day, like, this was a hard year for us. We're moving through it. So happy to have you by my side, yada, yada, yada. But like his last name is still
Yeah.
off of her bio. Um, So I think that was sad, but hopefully they're working through it. I think Marciano grows. Demi trying to like perpetuate the rumor that she knows that they did more than just kiss. Like, were you in the room? Like, no, you actually don't know. And they're both saying they didn't. So, like, why are
Yeah.
you trying? Like, I think as a friend, like, that's just very icky. And like, I think her behavior at that one party where she was like yelling across the room, like, how was effing him twice? Like,
Or
it was
like
just so
hand
gross.
gesture.
The hand gestures, it was so
Yeah.
gross. I lost
So
so much
gross, so
respect for her.
irrational. Yeah. Another one I cannot stand is Layla.
Thank
And
you. I was just gonna say she has background character energy. She's not main character. She tried to be main character of the season, and she just came
she
across as like
tried.
she's a sweet girl. Like I think she really is. I think she's really
Yeah, for sure.
pretty. I just think she's trying too hard to like be relevant in the show because it's very clear she's been like a background character for the last couple seasons. And it's just not landing.
No, no. And you can be a background character and still get screen time and still be a fan favorite because I love Miranda. She's just kind of in the
Yeah.
background. She's neutral, but she'll say it how it is and be honest. And I appreciate her for that. But yeah, Layla was trying way too hard to have main character energy and it just was not landing for her. So, she
No.
tried. She really tried, but I feel like she's so young too. She's
Yeah.
23, 24. And for me, main character energy doesn't happen naturally. And so, like we spoke about, and to put me back into that era and that age, I probably would have been the same way too. Like, it just did not come off right. It
It
came
just
off
comes
like
across as awkward and trying too hard is
so,
what it comes across
so
as.
awkward, trying way too hard and like smiling. And yeah, it was just weird. So weird.
When you're on a
Um,
cast with so many big personalities and you don't have a big personality, like, nothing wrong with her personality. She's just naturally like a more quiet, reserved person. Like I think there's one
yeah.
thing for like finding your voice and standing up for yourself, which I 100% think she should do, but for trying to like lead conversations and conflict when you've got all these big voices around you, like it's just never. And again, most of the girls are 7+ years older than her. So I definitely think when you
Yeah.
hit 30, like things change as far as confidence goes. But
Oh, absolutely.
I just was like, "Oh, girl, like,
Yeah.
just stop."
And then your fave, Jen.
Ugh, no. I have no
No.
words for her.
Yeah, no words for her. Um, Taylor Freaky Paul, love, love,
She's
love, love,
fine.
love.
She's just there. I think love.
She
Love, love, love.
grown so much.
My
Yeah.
favorite, moment was when they were in LA and she told her mom about how Dakota had something with her mom's friend, and her mom's just sitting in the chair with her sunglasses on. Like, I'm sure she was crying and really upset, but just, like, they kept flashing over to her, and it was just, like, iconic. She's just sitting there dead face with their sunglasses on and, like, iconic.
So funny, but so sad for her mom because her mom was probably going through it because that's her so-called best friend. And yeah, I would feel icky. She was processing in that moment, and Taylor and her brother were just laughing. Um, but Whitney, love, I think this was a good redemption towards the end of the season for her. And again, please vote for Whitney. I don't
Please vote for
think
Whitney.
she'll, yeah, I don't think she'll be maybe winning. I'm gonna call it, and it's gonna be for Dancing with the Stars. That's what we're going into right now. Is final two are gonna be Robert Irwin and Alex Earl,
Yeah.
and it could go anyway. I feel like the Earl girls, is that what her little fan base is called? I
Okay,
think.
I just don't know. So I only knew about, and granted, I'm not like saying I should know everyone in the pop culture scene. I only knew about her because of some sort of feud with Alex Cooper. So
Okay.
does she really have that big of a fan base to like generate the votes
She
needed
does.
compared to some of
She
these other?
does.
Okay, she does. Okay.
She was like, she was probably, I mean, so many people did get ready with me stuff, but hers on TikTok, I feel like so many young girls really related to. I was watching it and I related because she was very open and honest in the early stages of her TikTok, like get ready with hers. Her acne and just skin overall was really struggling, but she would like no filter go on, show her blemishes and talk about like different products she was using, different things that her dermatologist recommended, and different um things that she was doing in that sense, and like different beauty products that help with coverage, but not so much that caused more breakouts. Um so I definitely was influenced by her by some makeup products because I have terrible skin, and I break out very easily. So I was looking to little Alex Earl for help, even though I'm probably 10 years older than her. But
Well, I think she's a
uh,
beautiful dancer, and I think she's gorgeous.
so
So she
beautiful.
is doing really good.
Yeah, she has a huge fan base, but Robert Irwin is just worldwide.
Worldwide.
Everyone knows.
Well, they can't
He's
vote around the
worldwide.
world.
He's
They
a
can't
global.
vote.
He's such a worldwide. But yeah,
They can
they
only
can't vote.
they have to live in Canada and America to vote. So
Yes,
I will
which
say
I think.
last week though, when they had Tom Bergeron on,
Yeah,
I want them to bring back the elimination nights. And I totally forgot that they used to do that because on the West Coast, I have to vote before I even see the dances of the night. Like, so Ava will
yeah,
send me like recaps. Of course, I know like who I want to vote for
yeah.
mostly, but like, especially earlier on in the season when like everyone's kind of like all up in the air. Um, I really think they need to bring that back. So,
Yes, it is nice being on the East Coast and seeing it in actual live time and being able
yeah.
to vote based upon performance, execution, all the things, even though I have my favorites and I'm going to vote for my favorites, which is just Whitney. I know she's going to crush it every week, no matter what.
Yeah.
Um, but there's some people that might be swayed by what the judges say or how well they did in the performance. And so, yeah, West Coast has that disadvantage. But yeah, I'm going to call it Alex and Robert are going to be the final two. I would love Whitney to be in there too. But, big things are coming our way for our girl. So I'm excited for her.
Yeah, I think she's probably a little bit more controversial for people to vote for than just given like
Yes.
how she comes across at some points in the show. So
Yes. But I think this is going to be a good platform for her to just skyrocket into what's next. So I truly think she'll
yeah,
go on Broadway or be part of some production of some sort that's high level. I don't think reality TV is meant for her anymore. I think it was a good stepping stone, and she
yeah,
knew what she wanted.
she knew what
And I'm
she
going to
wanted.
say
She got
this.
it.
Everyone needs to like, follow, subscribe because you're going to remember this conversation. I thought at one point that I was going to be a professional dancer, and I was for a brief little blip, but I want to be on Dancing with the Stars. Okay?
You would crush it on Dancing with the
I would
Stars.
crush it. Yeah, I would crush it. So everyone needs to like, follow, subscribe, share with your friends,
Yep.
and help a sister out. I have
Make
dreams
us
too.
get famous so that Ava can be on Dancing with the Stars because
Yes. And
she
then
would
Katie can
literally
quit her
be,
full-time job.
yes, that would be. I honestly don't even know if I would because I just love working so much. Like, I'm such a freak. I tried to
Yeah,
quit once. Like, I think we
you
talked about
did.
it's like I
Yeah.
don't financially it's like it's nice, but like I
Yeah.
actually don't need I have the luxury of not needing to like have a day job. I could do Pure Barre stuff full time. But I tried to quit and had a full mental breakdown. We'll talk about that in another episode. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, maybe one day.
One
One
day.
day.
Um, Another thing I watched is Love Thy Nader. I'm a little um
I have no
I
idea who
don't
these
know
people
what
are. So I just
Brooks
yeah.
Nader and her sisters. You have to watch this. If it's on Hulu.
Mm-mm.
They are like the Kardashians, but modern day. It's
Oh.
so good. They're so funny. They're stunning girls. But so Brooks Nader is a supermodel, and she was on last season of Dancing with the Stars, and she was paired with Gleb. They had a relationship. People thought it was just for show,
Yeah.
but
I
it
heard
was
about
a
that.
full-blown relationship. He's a nasty little man. She calls him Twinkle Toes now. She's like, "Oh, little Twinkle Toes."
I assume he's not on the show this season. No.
He was paired with Hillary, Ilaria.
Mm. Hilaria.
Yeah. Yes.
Ilaria.
Uh,
I think it's
but
Ilaria.
yes, it's Ilaria. But Love Thy Neighbor, so freaking fantastic. These girls are hilarious. Highly recommend. And they're just so open, honest, and real. And um, yeah, they're just gorgeous and stunning. And I'm really, and as I was watching them, my just like self-image started kicking in. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be skinny like them. I want to look like them. They have like beautiful hair, like flawless skin. They're so tiny, they're fit. But then they in one of the episodes really come out about like their struggles and some unhealthy habits that they have with being supermodels or in the modeling world and expectations and looks. And it brought me back to my dancing days of expectations and looks in order to get jobs. And I was like,
Mm.
nope, nope, we're not that mindset. I don't need to do this. I started just like being very honest. I started looking up just over the counter, like GLP-1 stuff. Like, maybe this will help me shed a few pounds, even though I don't need that. But I just appreciated them being open and honest about um that and expectations, the world, and it brought me back to reality and realization that, everyone struggles. Everybody's
Yeah.
gotta
I
fall.
will say, uh, controversial opinion. I did use GLP-1s to assist in losing a lot of my weight. I still take them every couple of weeks as I need to. I don't think you need it, but I understand the urge to want it because, like, I filmed some videos with my husband today of trying to do these like ridiculous dance moves, like the couple challenge
Yeah,
thing that you see on Instagram. And I wanted to not post them because I looked so giant in my own eyes. Because if you've been on a cruise, there's food available to you and everywhere, 24 hours a
yeah.
day. And all you do is eat. So I look like I'm 4 months pregnant right now. And
No,
but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. The video is funny. I'm gonna post it. Who cares?
you
But
look.
everyone has those insecurities, so I get it.
Yes, 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 yes. And so, I will not be
Uh-oh.
doing that.
I'm getting an internet connection error. Can you
Oh no.
Okay, it's gone.
Okay, good.
Good.
But
Well,
Love Thy Neighbor was great, and they were very open and honest and real about Brooks. She does GLP-1s in order to maintain her weight as a supermodel, but they
mm,
really showed that someone like her doesn't need to do it on like a daily basis and just microdose, which I was just listening to a podcast with the DeBros, and they were talking about microdosing GLP-1s and um, health benefits and stuff like that. But yeah, I, for a blip of a second, was looking into it for myself. I'm like, you know what? Nope, I'm good. I have a
yeah.
healthy relationship with my body and eating right now, which took me quite some time, but still, I don't know why I've chosen careers where I look at myself in the mirror 24/7 and then I'm also on film and I'm looking back at my X Plus videos for Pure Barre. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a giant freaking whale. But I'm trying not to focus in on that and just look overall picture of how freaking strong I am. Yeah.
Say, I think there's something different between mirror and camera because I like this cruise. I've been getting dressed, and then I feel like I look really good. And then Garrett will take a picture or we'll film a video or something, and I look totally different in that. So, you know what? Just don't see yourself on camera. That's all who knows? The
It's
camera
hard.
adds 10 pounds. So,
It's hard to. I'm everywhere.
yeah, it's out to get you. Don't do it.
Yes. Ugh.
Mm. Well, it was lovely
Anything
catching up with you.
lovely catching up with you. I was thinking that all last week. I was on the phone with Rhonda, and she's like, "How are you doing with my husband was traveling, you're traveling."
Rhonda's
Those
like, is
are
she okay?
yeah, besides my family and Kelsey, you guys are like the only ones I like text and really talk to. I have other friends I text and chat with too, but last week was really rough with my
Oh.
two main characters in my life gone. Even though we
Gone.
live far apart, I was like, she's not reachable. Like,
It's
I
just you
can't
and the
talk to my
dogs.
husband. Yeah, I can't talk to Katie. I'm like, I have no one.
Oh no. Well, I'll be back
So it's good
tomorrow.
catching.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll be back tomorrow. And then we've got Thanksgiving. I hope everyone has a blessed holiday with their family, friends, wherever you're celebrating. Enjoy. And we'll be back. And then I'll be in town.
I'm gonna be in town, so we'll film together.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
If we
yeah, yeah.
remember to.
Oh, no, we can't. We'll have to because we'll chat offline, but we will make it a point to do an in-person
Yes.
pop.
Perfect.
Love.
All right.
Love it.
Well, happy
Love you,
Thanksgiving,
my little
everyone. Love you.
happy Thanksgiving, giving thanks to all. Love ya.
Bye.